Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 122. Please subscribe. We are continuing our forgiveness lessons of yesterday. Forgiveness is the key to happiness, and today forgiveness offers everything I want. That key to happiness gives all. This is another beautiful lesson, which I do suggest you read. It is an easy read. It's a beautiful read. And it begins with, what could you want forgiveness cannot give? A wonderful question. What does forgiveness give me? Forgiveness gives me everything I want. Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, and a sense of worth, a beauty that transcends the world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that never can be hurt, a deep abiding comfort, and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? All this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness gives us everything. Now, remember that forgiveness and salvation indeed are synonymous, and forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. But we also had lesson 46 that God is the love in which I forgive. We tied it back from our first 50 into these lessons. There is so much that is repetitive and so much that now we expand upon. But in lesson 46, we were told that, fear condemns and love forgives, and forgiveness thus undoes what fear has produced. All of those things that we do not want, forgiveness now undoes each and every one of them and returns the mind to the awareness of God. For that reason, forgiveness truly can be called salvation. It's the means by which illusions disappear. And all of these ideas about, do I want certainty of purpose and a sense of worth, there's the other side of that, and they are all illusions, or in this lesson referred to as dead thoughts. A dead thought, it's an illusion. It never had any life to it to begin with. All this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness sparkles in your eyes as you awake and gives you joy with which to meet the day. It soothes your forehead while you sleep and rests upon your eyelids, that you see no dreams of fear and evil, malice and attack. Forgiveness is the balm for our mind that heals it and brings only the loving and the kind, the true thoughts, the thoughts that God would have us think. And when we wake again, forgiveness will offer us another day of happiness and peace, and all this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness lets those veils that we have placed between ourselves and the Christ be lifted, because those with unforgiving eyes cannot look upon the Christ face and see their self in the reflection. Forgiveness lets you recognize the Son of God and clears your memory of all dead thoughts, all illusions, so that remembrance of your Father can arise across the threshold of your mind. We will remember the truth of our inheritance and who we truly are, what we truly are, with forgiveness. And then the lesson says, why would you seek another answer other than this one answer that answers everything? God's plan for our salvation cannot change, and it cannot fail. God's plan for our salvation is indeed the plan for forgiveness. Be thankful that it remains exactly as He planned it. Changelessly, it stands before you like an open door. Now remember, we have a key. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. We have an open door with warmth and welcome calling from beyond the doorway, bidding you to enter in and make yourself at home where you belong. That key opens up that door. It really is already open, but it gives us, in a sense, if we don't think we belong there, it gives us the permission to please come across this threshold. Come home. Home is waiting for you. Here's the answer. Would you stand outside while all of heaven waits for you within? Come in. Enter. You are meant to be here. Forgive and be forgiven. As you give, you will receive. They are one in truth. There is no plan but this for the salvation of the Son, the child of God, and let us today rejoice that it is so. So here we have an answer. It's the forgiveness is the answer. It's a little bit of a repetitive phrase, only a few times, but still, forgiveness is indeed the answer, and forgiveness offers everything that I want. So my question of what is it that I want, forgiveness answers that question for me. All the complexities the world has spun of fragile cobwebs disappear before the power and the majesty of this extremely simple statement of the truth, that forgiveness offers everything I want. And here again, it says, here's the answer. Do not turn away in aimless wandering. Again, accept salvation now. Accept forgiveness now. It is the gift of God and not the world. This comes from God. The world will never offer us anything that we truly want or can need or can use. The world can give no gifts of any value to a mind that has received what God has given as its own. God wills salvation be received today, and that the intricacies of your dreams no longer hide their nothingness from you. All of the details, you know, the dreams, the illusions that we have made, they're not simple. They're not all very just simple, cut and dry. They have depth, they have mazes, they have great, great details. But none of it is real, none of it is true. So forgiveness will wipe away all of that. It will correct all of that. And it tells us to open our eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and of peace. Forgiveness is the means which it comes to take the place of hell. This hell is the one we have made. We've been told several times. Forgiveness offers us the remedy for all of that. And tells us to fill our heart with deep tranquility of ancient truths, forever newly born, arise in your awareness, because they're truths that have been, but we have not yet discovered them. Now, the practicing for today is increased, and you'll probably set a timer. And remember, if you miss, it's because you can't. It's different than if you miss because you don't want to. But we have 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening to go into this awareness that forgiveness is indeed offering everything that I want. And then we have every 15 minutes during each hour. So 1:15, 1:30, 1:45, and at 2 o'clock, every 15 minutes, to remember indeed that forgiveness offers everything I want. And we have a few special additional lines to use. It tells us that we're doing this morning and evening. Begin in the hopefulness, for we have reached a turning point at which the road becomes far easier. As we've left our third review and gone into these lessons, and I said some of them are going to be really, really big lessons, but we have come so far, and now the way is short, that yet we travel. We are close indeed to the appointed ending of this dream. And thus sink into happiness as you begin these practice periods, for they hold out the sure, there's lots of stuff going on outside, sure rewards of questions answered, and what your acceptance of the answer brings. Before the light you will receive today, the world will fade until it disappears, and you will see another world arise. You have no words to picture. Sometimes what we are coming to is just indescribable. We have no words. We cannot fully describe it in any way. This is an experiential course, and we will each have an experience of it, and our experiences may not be the same, how we get to them, but the end result is all going to be the same, because we will all forgive and we will all go through that door that is being held open for us to cross the threshold to heaven, that will be the same. So the additional lines that we have to use for today are: forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God. And tomorrow we continue with gifts. So I hope this helped. I hope it made sense. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Please smile. Smile that forgiveness is here for you, and it indeed offers everything that all of us want. Smile, take this in, breathe away those cobwebs, and again, we pray for this information to dawn on every mind as soon as possible. Namaste.